I was saying that meditation is part of the rhythm of our lives. And there's a special moment of grace and a breakthrough, really, when you realize that it has simply become part of your life. You don't have to think too self-consciously or anxiously about it. Am I going to meditate? It's just part of your life. And somebody said to me recently, at first it was very difficult to learn to meditate, and now it's very difficult not to meditate, because it's simply become part of daily life, and you realize that something is missing if you miss the meditation. So it's important, I think, to see it as a rhythm rather than some mechanical thing that you have to force into your life. And it fits in with the other rhythms of our life, like sleeping and waking and working. And our whole physical and psychological system is really based on rhythm. The ways we've been looking at these 8 problems of life, I think, also suggests that even these states of mind can be rhythmical or cyclical. So, here's just a little example of how we are made up of rhythms. Close one nostril and breathe through the other one. And then reverse it, close the other one and breathe through the free one. Then to verify, go back, feel what that's like. Did you notice the difference? No? If you don't, Singaporeans are a completely different human race. You notice the difference? Patricia, as our medical expert, what's the difference? You notice the difference? You don't? Yes, you do. You do notice the difference, don't you? Do it again. You close the other one. No? Yes, thank you. What's the difference? Great. The left is clearer and the right one is not so free. Okay. Now, this is called the law of the dominant nostril. And actually, the interesting thing is that if you were to do that in 40 minutes time, you would notice that the other nostril was clearer than the one that's clear now. In other words, did you know that? No. And how long have you been a doctor? So, no, I learned this from somebody, and I shared it with a group of doctors that were teaching meditation to. One doctor came up to me, he said, why have I been a doctor for 40 years and no one ever told me that? So it shows, first of all, there's always something new to learn about ourselves, and that some of the paradigms we have for self-knowledge are not complete. In other words, we don't know as much about ourselves as we think, and there are new ways of discovering who we are and the wonder of our being, as the psalmist says. And even something as simple as this it shows us that our physiology and our psychology work in this natural and rhythmic way. And meditation really fits into this rhythm of life. It establishes a rhythm between contemplation and action. And it allows all the busy, active work that we do to be informed and grounded by this contemplative spirit and consciousness. So let's take our time for meditation now. Again, remember, because it's the prayer of the heart, it is the prayer of the whole person, and our bodies are part of this journey, part of this process and experience. One of the fruits of meditation, I think, is a deeper harmony with ourselves, physically, greater respect for the body. So many of our psychological problems like stress manifest in physical symptoms, even things like backache, or chest pain, are sometimes not explicable by medical examination or research. They just are there as psychosomatic conditions. So, to respect the body, let's take a moment to sit upright with our back straight. This enables us to stay awake. This is the great theme of the Gospel today. 4 times in today's short Gospel, Jesus says, stay awake. Stay awake, be alert, because you do not know the hour. So the physical posture should express that mental state of alertness and readiness, as well as being relaxed. This is the art of meditation. Being relaxed, free from tension. So if you feel any tension in your shoulders, or your forehead, or your jaw, you can consciously let go. And maybe during the meditation, some further relaxing of tension will take place quite naturally, but also to be alert. And then we bring this spirit of attention and alertness interiorly as we begin to say our word. And again, let me encourage you to be prepared for distraction. Don't feel that distraction is a failure. It's precisely why we are meditating, is because we are distracted, and we want to reduce the influence of that distraction, to come to a greater clarity and openness of mind. So don't be disappointed when you find that you can't say the word as continuously as you like. You don't have to be perfect, but we can all be faithful. That means however many times you drop the mantra and you find yourself wandering off onto a train of thought, and then you become aware of it, become aware of your distraction, at that moment drop the thought without finishing it, without solving the problem. Just let go of it and return gently, faithfully to the word. This is an art, and it's an art that, of course, develops with practice. The word I would recommend again is this beautiful and ancient Christian prayer, Maranatha, 4 syllables. Articulate it clearly in the mind, but say it gently, without force, but faithfully, and with the simplicity of a child, which means we're not analyzing ourselves. So if you find yourself evaluating, judging your meditation, thinking it was a bad meditation, just let go of that thought as well, because that's simply the ego telling us what it thinks. But we're transcending the ego in meditation. So don't listen to that kind of self-judgmentalism. But say the words simply, without evaluation, without demands or expectations, simply in the present moment. Again then, sit as still as you can, close your eyes, gently, interiorly begin to say your word. Ma, Ra, Na, Tha. Ma, Ra, Na, Tha. We can lead into the meditation now with this prayer of John Main, and join in with the prayer if you know it. Heavenly Father, open my heart to the silent presence of the Spirit of your Son. Lead us into that mysterious silence where your love is revealed to all who call. Maranatha, come to Jesus. Ma, Ra, Na, Tha.